Gentlemen, you can't keep operating in the same way and expect different results. That is what we call the definition of insanity. Doing the same thing again and again and again, expecting different outcomes. You have to show up differently. I want you to audit the last 7 months. We're in July right now. Think about the last 7 months. What has improved in your life? Keep it real. Stop chatting shit. Some of us guys, we're too soft on ourselves. And some of us are lying to ourselves, straight up lying. And we lie to other people when they ask us, yeah, how are things going with your business? Yeah. You've done fuck all. Fuck all. And that needs to annoy you. It needs to piss you off. Because if 7 months have gone by and you haven't really moved much, you haven't done much, that is straight up a result of your lack of effort. As the saying, where you are in life right now is a result of the decisions or lack of decisions that you've made in the past. Sometimes your inaction is keeping you where you are. Not the things that you've done. Sometimes it's the things you haven't done. Your fear of failure, that's keeping you where you are. The same shit life that you supposedly don't like. And I say supposedly because I don't watch what a man says. A lot of guys complain about their life. Oh, well, I hate it, man. I want to make more money. I'm sick of this shit. I don't watch what they say. I watch what they do. What are you willing to do about the circumstances that you're currently experiencing? Judge a man by his actions, not his words. A lot of men talk shit, but they never actually walk the talk. They never walk the talk. Just a bunch of smack comes out of their mouth. Oh, I want to do this, bro. It's my year. It's my season. And nothing ever changes for them. And these are people that like the feeling of talking about their goals, but they're not willing to pay the price. They've assessed it in their minds as being too difficult, too costly. It requires too much sacrifice. It requires me not hanging around with the mates as much. It requires me cutting down on the leisure, right? On the leisure activities, the holidays, the PS5 games. You know what? I don't quite want to make that sacrifice just yet. So, and that's why they are where they are, because they don't want to pay the price. They get bored of the routine and they don't see the boredom in a positive light. I always speak about how if you're an aspiring entrepreneur, if you want to create something big, you're going to be in a routine for a long fucking time because it takes a routine to build something. You're not going to be jumping out of a plane on Monday and then paragliding on Tuesday. When you're trying to build something, you're going to have the same days for months on end. You in your office, working away, burning the midnight oil. Your evenings are not going to be empty with you just sat there watching Netflix movies. No, you're going to be doing shit. You're going to be contacting suppliers. You're going to be sending out emails. You're going to be cold calling. And a lot of guys just don't want to do that. They might do that for a week. They might do that for 2 weeks. But the idea of doing that for 6 months and not having a guaranteed outcome is completely unbearable for them. They want a guarantee. You know, this is what's really funny. But what's the guarantee? You know, I'm going to put all this effort in. Let me tell you something. I'll give you a guarantee. The guarantee that you will not get any results if you do not do anything. That is an absolute guarantee. If you do not do anything, you will get no results. Inaction will cost you massively. You know, as Jim Rohn used to say, right? If you think the bill for trying is too high, wait until they hand you the bill for not trying. When you're 45 years old, you're sat in a crappy apartment, you're behind on your rent, you're behind on your promises. That feeling of regret will just rush through your body, and you will wish that you had the courage just to take more action early on in your life. Now, the good news is it's never too late. So even if you are in your 40s watching this, things can turn around. You have to make a decision to stop flirting with the idea. Stop fucking around and do it properly. Remember the saying, how you do anything is how you do everything. If you fiddle around with it, you're not going to get the outcome that you desire. Serious people make serious money. I'm going to say that again. Serious people make serious money, not casual people, not people that partake in their entrepreneurial venture whenever they feel good, whenever the sun's out, once a month, here and there. Those people don't achieve anything. People that only operate when the conditions are favorable, they don't go far in life. Their work ethic is so choppy. They might be on for 3 days in a row, then off for 3 weeks. How are you going to build something with that sort of work ethic? I think a lot of people underestimate how much work it really takes to build something of tremendous value. It takes a lot of fucking work. It really does. Without any applause, without any praise. It's a lonely game. And a lot of people look for validation during the process. Oh, is everybody paying attention to what I'm doing here? I haven't made any money yet, but I want people to praise me. Let your results do the talking. Let people applaud the results. Don't stand at the top of the mountain and say, guys, look at me, I'm working hard. Well, that's the default. That's what you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to be celebrated for working hard. That's the bare minimum expectation. Work hard. People should applaud you when you've done something of real value, tremendous value, right? But now we've created this culture where people are applauded even if they don't do anything, but they just try. No, let people applaud you when you've done something. You know, this is something that I aspire to teach my future children, right? Is that no, you're not going to get applauded for trying. You know, I want you to genuinely be applauded and praised when you achieve something. If you didn't achieve something, let the pain run through your body. It's not a nice feeling when you lose, but that will teach you to work harder next time so that you can win. And winning is possible. Other people have do it. Other people have done it, so can you. Right? Keep yourself accountable. Stop fucking around. Stop flirting with the idea. Get it done. You know, the next 5-6 months are going to be very crucial. How you approach the next few months is going to determine how 2026 starts for you. I don't want you guys to be one of those people that says, well, this year is... You've been saying that for 4 years now, 5 years. What have you done differently this year? You know, you never want to miss out on achieving your goals because you were lazy. You never want that. That's where real pain comes from. When you know you could have done a lot more. That's why people like Kobe Bryant, R.I.P. Kobe Bryant, he mentioned that he didn't want to retire with regrets. He didn't want to hang up his boots, so to speak, and reflect on his career and feel like he left a lot on the table. He said he wanted to make sure that after retirement, he didn't feel any ounce of regret. Right? And look, you might have been working hard, but maybe it's not hard enough. Or maybe you've been working hard doing the wrong things. So spend the next few days just thinking about how you've been approaching your work. And assess it and review it and make some changes. Right? You are the CEO of your own life. You make the executive decisions. You make the calls. You make the shots. You know, CEOs get paid big bucks because of their ideas. Right? Because they take risks that, yes, could affect the company in a negative way, but they could also completely change the trajectory of a company forever and boost sales and change everything, right? So you are the CEO of your own life. You make the executive decisions. Assess your life and how things have been going up until this point and make some changes. Some of these changes are going to be scary. Absolutely. But you don't want to just make safe decisions. You want to make decisions that push you out of your comfort zone because that's where real growth lies. All right. Thanks for watching, gents. If you are unaware, I do run a community on School called the Top 3%, where I teach men how to improve their confidence, their communication skills, their sales skills, style, fitness. amongst many other things. Click on the link down below for more information on the community. If you want to book a coaching call, you can also do so. The link is also down in the description below. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Take care.